My name's Tim Johnson. On this day, August the 13th in 2016, I made one of the greatest choices and best choices I've ever made in my life, and that was the choice to become sober. And 2 years later, here we go. And I really stopped counting the days individually now, and I just sort of look at the date, and August the 13th is a very important date for me. Along this 2 year journey, I've discovered many things, but 5 truths I want to share with you today. 5 inspirational truths about life, which have come up along this way over the last 2 years, and things that I never realised in the dark places I was in before, and that have really inspired me to continue this and made my recovery stronger and made me a much happier, a more complete person, if you like. So I'll share them with you now without any further delay. Number 1, we make our own opportunities. I know that sounds, it can sound quite trite, that, but it is so true, and it was something that I never ever saw before. But we do create our own reality. There's no doubt about it. We create our own opportunities and we create our own reality. If we're constantly in the dark places that I was certainly in before, then there was no opportunities being created, because the reality I was in, I couldn't see any way out of that dark reality, and everything was negative, and the glass was always half empty, and there's no doubt about it. Any opportunities in our life, I mean, there's an old saying, isn't it? I've used it before in videos: don't die with your music still in you, because we're all capable of great things, all of us, and we're all here for a reason. There's no doubt in my mind about that now, and I used to wonder what that was. But there's music in all of us, if you like, which means it may be that country you want to visit, it may be that language you want to learn, it may be that book you want to write and never got round to. Create your own opportunities, create your own reality, but most of all, it's in sobriety. It's creating that positive reality, that healthy reality, if you like. Diet, exercise, positivity, smiling, happiness. It just rubs off, and it rubs off on other people as well. You can change your world and change other people's world. That's number 1. Number 2, the sun is much brighter after a rainy day. And what I actually mean by this is, I was always, as I said a minute ago, always in the dark side. I was always looking on the black side of things. But what I mean by the sun is always brighter after a rainy day is there's always a bright side to everything. I could never see that before, because I was in the depths of despair. I could only see darkness and a dark pit that I couldn't claw my way out of. But it is true that the sun is always brighter after a rainy day. There's always something, there's always a positivity in something, and this is linked to gratitude as well. The best thing I ever did was start a gratitude journal and start to analyse my life and about the things that I should be grateful for, starting off with the simple things, and it's made my whole attitude to life change. Whereas before I was always a gloomy, dark sort of person, always looking for the difficulties in every opportunity. I now look for the opportunity in every difficulty. I look for the sunny side in everything, because even if it does pour down with rain out there, it's the way I look at it is it's watering the plants, and it's going to be a brighter, sunnier, happier day tomorrow, and it always does get better, always gets better. So that's why it's so important to look on the bright side, the positive side of things, but most of all to be grateful. Just be grateful for every breath that you take. Be grateful to wake up in the morning, and that you have woken up, and you have got people who love you in your life, and tell them that every single day if you can, and that you've got food to eat and a roof over your head and clothes on your back and shoes on your feet. Just be grateful for the small things in life, which are not, for a lot of people, they're not small things. Number 3, that there there are a lot of good and selfless people in the world. The media will bombard you with negativity. You'll always see the black side because that's what they want you to see. They want you to see the violence and the wars and the hurt and the pain. They bombard you with all that negativity. But if you look closely, and it's ever since I started to volunteer and give service, and I try and do that every Monday to Friday, and I do it in three different ways. I do it with a drug and alcohol charity on one day, I do it with a homeless charity on another, and I do it with the animal charity as well. And I've seen since I've been doing that there are so many good and selfless people about giving their time and energy free of charge, but always with a smile on their face, unlimited time and energy. And I've seen it in Kudeka as well, the cancer charity, and all the cancer charities, and people that raise money selflessly, and or all do, but most of all are doing the little things for people. Are doing helping wherever they can, helping the old people, helping handicapped people, helping people less fortunate than themselves, selflessly, without any noise, without telling people about it, without they just go about it on a day-to-day basis. And since I've been doing this, and since I've been sober, I've discovered so many selfless people and so many people that just have that little smile on their face, and they may not have great lives themselves, but they give themselves every day in the pursuit of helping other people, giving service. And since I've been doing that, and since I've been trying to do that to the best of my ability every day, and that's not just, that's just with sort of giving love and kindness to people on a day-to-day basis that I meet and spreading positivity. It's made me a much happier and more fulfilled person inside. There's no doubt about that, and it's given me a lot of self-love, if you like. It's given me a lot of sort of self-respect and dignity, which I don't think I could have achieved anywhere else. It's been really important to my sobriety, really important. Number 4 is don't worry about what people think of you. If you worry about what people think of you, then you'll always be their prisoner. It's simple as that. And it says that in the Tao Te Ching, and it's really true. And also, try not to judge people. Don't hang on to resentments, and don't let other people's resentments and anger towards you affect you in any way. What you can't control, just forget about, because it's just not worth the worry, and it will lead you into unhappiness and eventually into relapse probably. So don't worry about what people think of you, and also don't let other people's fears hold you back with anything that you want to achieve in your life. That's another one. You may want to, I don't know, you may want to go and run a marathon, and then your loved ones might be saying to you, oh, they might be worried for you, the fears, and you might not do it because other people are worried. You grasp everything you can in your life. You've only got one chance and one opportunity to live your life, and that's what I've discovered. And again, it harps back to number 1 about dying with your music in you. Don't do that. Don't let other people's fears hold you back. It's like with sobriety, all the people you used to mix with, you need to move away from, because you'll get people who say, oh, well, you don't drink, you don't take drugs, and they'll do everything they can because of their own limitations, if you like, because they see you as a reflection. Basically, they don't like what they see. They want you to be joining in with them. They don't like to see you happy and sober, So don't let what other people think, or their thoughts, or their resentments, or their anger affect you in any way. You've got to. It takes a long time to work towards that, but once you do, you feel a massive sense of freedom. If you don't worry about what people think of you, it's the freest you will ever be in your life. That freedom you will feel will make you very happy and warm inside. I tell you that now. Finally, number 5. It's probably one of the most important ones, and it's all linked to self-worth. And I don't think you'll ever achieve long-term sobriety if you don't have this one, and it is believe in yourself. And that sounds really simple. It sounds 3 short words: believe in yourself. But when you've spent most of your life not and hating yourself and with self-loathing, it's a really difficult one to achieve. But please take it from me, believe in yourself, because you can achieve everything. You are a miraculous person. There's no doubt about that. Henry Ford once said, if you believe you can do something or you can't, then you're probably right. And he was absolutely right. because if you believe you can't do something, you won't. If you go into the sober journey, if you go into whatever you want to try and achieve in your life with a negative thought, perhaps I won't do this, perhaps I'll not achieve, you won't achieve it, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You will slip and you will fall. You need to believe in yourself, and that's all linked to self-worth and learning to love yourself and create a relationship with yourself again that you've never had before. And that's all linked to gratitude and giving service and letting go of the past and forgiving and becoming a better person. And that self-belief will grow and grow and grow as you get stronger, as your diet changes, as you exercise, your body changes. Not only do you take more care of yourself and you look better, you're fitter, you're stronger, you feel better in yourself, you look in the mirror for the first time, and yes, I believe in myself. I can achieve anything. Keep telling yourself that, because you can achieve anything. Anything is possible. If it's only impossible if you think it's impossible. You can achieve anything. It's once, like I said about the 4-minute mile. Sir Roger Bannister broke that. Everyone said it was impossible. As soon as he broke the 4-minute mile, everyone was doing it. It's just, we set our own limitations in life. You can achieve anything. Believe in yourself. And that's the 5 truths I just wanted to share with you. There's many more things I've learned from this last 2 years. But what I can tell you is that I've never been happier, never been stronger. My relationships with my family and my friends have never been better. Lots of new friends. I've created more opportunities in my life. I'm achieving goals I never thought were possible. Physical goals, fitness goals. Goals with my diet, but not just that, goals that I'm achieving dreams, I'm writing, I'm doing stuff that I never thought I would do. And this is just the start of it, because as I go on, I'm going to push myself and push myself and push myself. And I believe that you should challenge yourself every single day of your life. From pain grows strength. The pain you feel today is the strength you gain tomorrow. So please, all of you, get sober, and continue this journey. Those of you that are sober, keep learning as I do. Be open to everything and attached to nothing. That's my motto. Much love to you all. Carpe Diem. Seize the day today. Thank you for listening. And please subscribe and like these if they're any good to you, because it helps more people see them. Simple as that. And I don't get anything at all from it. Only the happiness I get from being able to help just even one person. So thank you for listening. Bye bye.